Hello friends, this is Dr. Shashi Agarwal. I welcome you all. Today our subject is project management, or we could say this topic is also relevant for the students of the entrepreneur, fundamental of entrepreneurs or entrepreneur development. Today our topic is project report, or we could say it is a feasibility report. So here under the topic project report, we will be focusing on what is the meaning of project report, what is the scope of the project report, and what are the various specimen of the project reports. It's written out there available at my blog. Even the link I will be sharing in the description box. First of all, we will understand what is the meaning of the project report. When an entrepreneur who wants to set up a unit, first of all he will see whether the project which he wants to set up, is it feasible, is it viable to set up a unit. So project report is a document which provide detail on the overall picture of the proposed business, because when he is clear the idea is feasible, the idea is viable, then he wants to proceed on that project. Then he, because for setting up the unit he require funds, so he has to prepare a project report or a feasibility report against which he is going to get the loan. The project report is prepared to know the prospect of the proposed activity. Basically, the entrepreneur, the promoter who is going to set up a business, because the project report, the project is evaluated from the different angles, like what is the commercial viability, what is the financial viability, what is the technical viability. Project report is prepared to present in-depth techno-commercial analysis carried out on the project idea for consideration of the financial institutions or other authority which are empowered to take the investment decision. Because they are going to fund, they will see the project report, they will analyze the project from the different angles, then they will sanction the loan. Project report is prepared by an expert after detailed study and analysis of the various aspects of the projects. Project report highlights the inputs and output of the project. It enables the entrepreneur, it enables the promoter to understand at the initial stage whether his project is viable or not, whether it is feasible or not, because he is going to judge the project on the basis of the project report, that the idea which he is going to the unit which he is going to set up, whether it is sound on the terms of financial, technical, commercial, economic parameters. So what are the parties who are interested in the project report? Financial institutions and commercial banks who are going to fund him, who are going to provide the loans and various facilities to the entrepreneur. Project report is submitted by the entrepreneur to the financial institution or banks from which he wants to get the loan. Project report is basically prepared by the experts. So what is the scope of the project report? What is the economic angle? What is the technological angle? What is the financial angle? What is the production angle? What is the managerial angle? Because under the feasibility analysis, the project is evaluated from the different angles, like the economic aspects. When we are going to set up a unit, the most and significant thing is we should be clear what is the total demand, what will be our share, what will be the growth of the demand. Economic aspect should be able to present economic justification why we are setting up this unit, what is the logic for making the investment, and it highlights how big is the present market total potential, how much it is likely to grow, how much of the future market the proposed project can capture after allowing a margin for future entrant. Here we are also seeing if in case lots of competitor enter the market, then what are the chances of our growth. Technical aspect deals with the technology issues that are related to the project, what sort of technology we require, whether the technology is indigenous, labor intensive, capital intensive, whether it has to be obtained from the from the foreign. What are the machinery and equipment are required, and what are the sources from which we are going to uh, use from what are the sources from which we are going to have the equipment and machinery, whether we are going to take on the lease, whether we are going to buy the second hand, whether we are going to purchase, whether we are going to get the financing. So here we are going to determine the uh, what kind of plant and machinery we require, what are the sources from which we are going to get these plant and machinery. Production aspect deals with the description of the product which we are ultimately going to manufacture. So what is the design, what should be our installed capacity. We are going to discuss what sort of human beings we are required for the purpose of manufacture. Managerial aspect contain the qualification and experience of the person that is going to set up the business and that is going to manage the business. Project report is very valuable tool because it highlights the viability of the project in terms of different factors: economic aspect, financial aspect, technology aspect, and what is the social desirability of that project. And it is also needed by the entrepreneur who has already set up a business. He wants to diversify, he wants to expand, he wants to set up a new production line. The project report is very much helpful in the determination of the profitability, when we are going to have the break even, and what are the factors, what are the risks which are associated with the project, how we are going to minimize them. Project report provides the detailed information about the land and building, whether we are going to construct the building, whether we are going to have it on the lease. So what is the manufacturing capacity, what is the manufacturing process, what are the machinery and equipment, and how we are going to purchase them, requirement of power and water, requirement of raw material, manpower requirement, demand study, cost of the project, financial analysis, economic viability. These are the things which are highlighted by the project report. So what are the contents of the project report? General information, executive summary, organization summary, project description, marketing plan, capital structure and operating cost, management plan, financial aspect, technical aspect, project implementation and social responsibility. First of all, I will explain what is the general information. That is the detail of the industry to which our project belongs. Information about the past experience, qualification of the promoters. So what are the risks and prospects which are associated with that industry? What are the logic, what are the justification for starting the business, and what are the objective of our business? Here we are concerned with the total demand, the product which we are going to manufacture at the local level, national level and the global level. Executive summary highlights the objective of the business. It briefly highlights the methods through which it will achieve the objective and overall picture of the business, and what are the risks which are associated with our business, what are the assumptions we are taking while setting up that unit. Organization summary define the organization activity, how we are going to set up, how we are going to design the organization, and what are the authority and communication lines, what are the organization structure, whether we are going to have sole proprietorship, whether we are going to have partnership, whether we are going to have limited liability, one person company, whether we are going to set private company or public limited company, what is the form of ownership. And then there is a biodata about the promoters, including the financial soundness of the promoters, technical qualification, experience, age, and address of the promoters. And project description means where the project will be set up, what should be the location, what will be the location of the site, what are the raw material requirement, how we are going, what is our daily capacity, how many units we are going to manufacture daily, monthly, weekly, what are the targets of production, what are the power requirement, what are the fuel and water requirement, manpower requirement, technology, project production, what should be the volume, and if our projects emits pollutions, then how we are going to treat them. Marketing plan, that is a very significant, because here we want to know the unit which we are going to set up, what is the total demand, what is the demand for our product, what are the chances of growth of demand. Because when we are setting up a, like I want to set up a restaurant, so here I'm very much eager to know, if I set up a restaurant, how many persons they will visit my restaurant, in which city I am going to set up, what location I am going to set up. So what is the disposable income of the people living in that area, whether they prefer restaurant food or the food which is cooked at home. So there are many things. Is there any demand exist for the restaurant food? So under marketing plan, covering the uses of the proposed project to be manufactured, whatever our the prospective customer, present consumption trends, expected consumption in the future, what are the strategy which we are going to use for capturing the market, also covering the assessment of existing capacity, present level of production capacity utilization, if we require any imported material, uh, then what will be the supply consideration. Under marketing plan, we are also visualize what are the various distribution of channels, how the goods they will be moved from one place to another place, what are the modes of transport, what will be the modes of packing, what will be the cost of distribution, government policies, and how we are going to fix the price, what will be the trend at the national and international level. So what are the taxes which are imposed on our, which are the taxes which will be levied on our product. Capital structure, how much we are going to have debt, how much we are going to have equity or capital. Under the capital structure and the operating cost, we are bothered about the overall cost of our project. All the costs which are incurred in the project before it becomes ready to start commercial production will be treated as a capital cost. It will include not only the expenditure on the assets such as land, plant and machinery, also the software costs such as the design, engineering, licensor fees, management and pre-operative expenses that were also taken into account the capital cost. Working capital, the fund required for maintaining inventory in the form of raw material, operating supplies, intermediate products, finished products, and meeting miscellaneous cash requirement. Working capital is day to day, like we want to purchase the raw material, we want to purchase the fuel for our machinery, we want to pay our staff. So we require working capital for day to day running. Operating cost, recurring cost, the cost which we are incurring repeatedly. Recurring cost for doing production, maintenance and marketing, and it will also include interest on the loan. So what are the sources of finance? How much we are going to have debt, how much we are going to have in the form of equity, how much capital the promoter is going to invest. If it is a joint stock company, whether we are coming for the issue, whether the share will be issued to the public. So what is the ratio of capital to the debt? If we are taking, how much loan we are taking, long-term loan, short-term loan, and what are the various sources of, because here we will be identifying the sources from which we will be raising the funds, and we will be analyzing, this is the cost, this is the because when we raise the funds from any source, cost is associated. So source of finance will be decided after analyzing the cost. Management plan is concerned with the business experience of the promoter of the business, detailed information about the management teams, duties and responsibility of team members, current manpower requirement, recruitment and selection plans. Financial plan, basically they are concerned with the sources, how much debt, how much equity, what are the sources, and also along with the project report we have to attach the projected profit and loss account either for 3 years or 5 years, depending upon the requirement of the financial institution from which we want to get the loan. Balance sheets that will show a projected profit and loss account, and balance sheet will depict the estimated sale revenue, cost, and what is the gross profit, what is the net profit. And the projected cash flow statement will highlight the sources from where the cash will come and the outflow. The income statement and cash flow projection should include 3-year summary, detailed by month for the first year, by the quarter for the second and third year, depending upon the requirement of the financial institution or bank. And here we also are, uh, we also analyze at what level we are going to get the break even, where the total cost is equal to total revenue. How much return we are going to get from this project. Technical aspect is concerned with the information about the technology, what is the production pattern, uh, what are the process which we are going to use in manufacturing that product, technology, capacity of the machinery, and the pollution control plants. Project implementation, under we have to give a chart, we have to depict a timetable for the project, okay, when we are going to complete our project. Social desirability, because business, they are part of the society, so we have to, as we have to also highlight what is the social desirability of that project, how the project is going to contribute in terms of the employment, in terms of the income. If it is exporting unit, then how it is going to earn foreign exchange, and how much it is going to contribute to the basically infrastructure.